These are the Sunday recommendations for my free email list for June the 6th, 2021. This week's blog post is the 17th in my series on visiting the Wadsworth Atheneum. It includes a half dozen examples of superb 17th century Baroque art. Second recommendation, Louis Majorelle, the stained glass windows for the Longwy Steelworks, which were created 1926 to 1928. These 27 glorious Art Deco windows show the steelmaking process in the 1920s. They were designed for the Aciérie de Longwy in Longwy, France, that's near the Luxembourg-Belgium border, by Louis Majorelle, 1859 to 1926. Majorelle's workshop completed them in 1928. They are on view now in the Maison de la Formation de Longlaville. Majorelle trained in Paris with naturalist painter Jean-François Millet. Returning to Nancy after his father's death in 1879, he applied his talents in the visual arts to the family's furniture manufacturing firm. In the 1890s, he became a prominent designer in the Art Nouveau style, helping make Nancy one of the European centers of that style. Third recommendation, Maxfield Parrish, June Skies, probably painted around 1940. I'm a big fan of Parrish for his sense of life and for his entrepreneurial abilities. At age 61, when most people are thinking of retiring, Parrish said, quote, "The commercial art game tempts a man to repeat himself. It's an awful thing to get to be a rubber stamp." End of quote. He declared that he wouldn't paint any more of the girls on rocks, such as Ecstasy, that had made him famous. In 1931, he switched to painting landscapes. For the next 30 years, he painted them, making a comfortable living at it into his early 90s. The landscapes have the same crisp detail as all his work since the 1890s, and the same brilliant colors as his work since his trip to the Southwest in 1901. Although there are no fantasy elements in the landscapes, Parrish was not rendering a naturalistic record of the views from his window. For example, the same oak tree appears in half a dozen paintings in very different settings. For more on Parrish's career, see my Artist Entrepreneurs book. The fourth recommendation this week for my supporters is a poem by Dorothy Parker. DianeDuranteWriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, architecture, and my other obsessions. To join the free Sunday recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on the screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDuranteWriter.com. As always, thank you for listening.